We are back at McDonald's, guys, ready to get the new Encore Edition of the BTS Tiny Tan Happy Meal toys. Let's do it. This is what we're chasing now. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for joining us here once again at Zach Magellan Collectibles. As you can see, we're putting a pause to ripping and reviewing sports cards today, because today we have another exciting new product release, a collectible, the highly sought after BTS Tiny Tan McDonald's Happy Meal toys, but this time the Encore Edition. So as you may know, based on our previous video, we went ahead and unboxed all members of BTS in the Throwback Edition, all right? So 2 weeks later, we have with us the Encore Edition. So what's so special about that? Well, you may not see in the background, but we have the ones that we ripped open or unboxed a few weeks ago, and that was part of what I said, the Throwback Edition. Looks something like this. So this is what we are going to be opening up, the Encore Edition. So you'll notice, especially closely when we actually get it, that there's McDonald's logos on their outfits. So that's going to be pretty cool. So this is the Happy Meal box that it comes in. I didn't mention that last time, but this is the box that it comes in. I ate a bunch of cheeseburgers and chicken McNuggets to be able to acquire all 7. So what did I do? I utilized the strategy I had mentioned, which is recognizing and knowing there are numbers on each of these boxes. So we're going to go through that, and we're going to be able to identify who's what number in the box. So as you can see, there is a stark difference between the two, because these are red boxes compared to the purple boxes from the previous unboxing. So we've got 7 of them here. We're just going to randomize it. As I mentioned, I know that we have a complete set, but let's make it a little interesting. We're going to just randomly open it up, so we'll see what number corresponds to, you know, which member of BTS. Of course, Lauren is still seeking V, who I must admit was the most difficult and was the last one I obtained here. So this product was released on September 23rd. So, 2 days. We got this, it's been about 2 days, and we were able to get it rather quickly because they know the demand. So normally, McDonald's would allow you to buy the toy separately, but not with this release with the BTS toys. They're making you buy the complete meal, which is fine. I'm getting my fix of chocolate milk, which I haven't had, in a very long time. But yes, the rest of the family are eating the cheeseburgers and the chicken McNuggets. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So box number 1, our first time looking at it. And let's see what we get. All right. So normally, if you are not savvy and not realizing the box number, in this case we are, and the box number is right here in case you didn't see our previous video, but I will put a card up for it for the Throwback Edition, but this box is number 10. So we're about to find out who is number 10. All right, here we go. We are going to open it up, and we have, ta-da! Once again, I'm not familiar with all of these guys, but we have Sugar. Looks like Sugar. All right, so the thing I didn't mention is that the heads move. All right, pretty cool figures. Right, and where do we get the little McDonald's? There's the McDonald's right there in the pants, okay? Does anything else move? No, but pretty good, pretty nice size kind of toy here. So they're not flimsy, they're pretty cool. And what I didn't mention last time when we opened these up is that they have cards that have some detail to it, okay? I just threw down the card last time to help you identify the individual. But of course, if you're part of the BTS army, you would know who it is instantly. Obviously, I am not. So here is the card for Sugar, and it has a little bit of some background information. All right. It's got, his talents, his memories of McDonald's, and just something, sweetie with swagger, okay? That's what it says there. So we really didn't highlight that last time, but we will there. That's number 1, okay? So the first ones, the purple ones in the back, were 1 through 7. So this is basically 8 through 14, because if it was not, and they didn't have a distinguishable, red box, then, I'd be getting duplicates of the, of the other ones. So I have no idea to basically differentiate between the two. Okay, so you probably can't see the card yet, so I won't think. But this one is number 12. Okay, so who is number 12? I've seen the card, so I know who it is. And here is the figure, nicely wrapped. It is of Jimin. All right, there you go. Nice outfit. He's got the McDonald's shirt, or the smiley happy meal. His head does move. Pretty cool. That is Jimin. And Jimin has a card here. All right, cool looking card. And Jimin is lovely little angel. Okay, that's some of his descriptions, or, different talents or whatever. So there you go. I'll let you read that. All right, so that's Jimin. Okay, on to the next one. This is box number 9. Okay, who do we got in box number 9? We're about to find out. I will not show you the card as I pull it out. So, if you're a BTS fan, you probably have all of these yourselves. But if not, this is your chance to see how they look like, and if it's worth running out and getting. All right, here we go. And this one is, because I see the card, I know who it is, with a nice headband. This is Jin. All right, Jin with a nice looking outfit right there. There you go. Head moves. Cool, right? Definitely an update from what they had before in their outfits. These are more casual kind of deal. And this is Jin. If you wanted to see some of the worldwide cutie, all right, is what they've got here, and some of his characteristics or likes and interests. All right, this next one, we are box number 11. Okay, who is box number 11? We're about to find out. I'm going to take out the card so I know who it is and I don't have to guess. Can you guys guess who it is? All right, here we go. Front and center, box number 11 is, and like I said, this is in no particular order. This is based on the card that I see. It is with his auburn-colored hair, J-Hope. There you go. J-Hope's got that red full-on outfit, including the auburn-colored hair. But look at his head. Does it go up a little bit? No. All right, his head's sort of down. And here is J-Hope. And J-Hope is known as Little Hope right here. And here are some of his talents and other interesting facts about J-Hope. All right, so we haven't hit our guy V yet. Or I should say Lauren's guy V, all right? Who, if you weren't aware, he was here in L.A. a few months ago to throw out the first pitch at Dodger Stadium. And I know a lot of people bought tickets just to see that, which is crazy, right? They weren't really there for the game. They were just there to see him, throw out the first pitch. All right, so this we said was box 14. Who is box 14? Okay. And it is, based on what I see with the cool hat, it is Jungkook. All right, there's Jungkook with his cool hat tilted there, and McDonald's right there front and center. Mr. Jungkook. Nice big heads there. Cool looking figures, right? They definitely have, McDonald's definitely has upgraded their game. All right, here we go. Jungkook is right there. And here is Adorable Golden Baby is what we've got here as a nickname. And you could read some of his interesting facts or likes. Okay, we haven't hit V yet. So will V be in 13? We're about to find out. Here is 13. And who do we got? All right. And number 13 belongs to Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is V. V's looking cool with his headband as well. And his outfit, his head turns, right? There is V. Take a closer look. There you go. Nice figures. I don't know. Look at the detail. Look how nice that is. That's V. There you go, Lauren. There's your guy, V, right there. All right, last one, okay? Last one is going to be box number 8. So you obviously know. Oh, hold on. Let's go back to V. Here, V is Precious Baby Bear. Okay, I have no idea. All right, but that's what is on this card. And here's some of his interesting facts as well as talents. All right, and there's the cool looking card of V. And last one, number 8. So if you know you're members of BTS, you know who's missing, right? And this is number 8. So you guys can match up for future references, who is what, when you're out there searching for it. And number 8 belongs to... Who is it? Say it all together. It is Bam! All right, with the victory pose right there, it's RM. RM is number 8. Last one we got here. But I hear number 1 on the roll call. I don't know what that means. Okay, BTS Army, educate me. There you go. So there is RM. And here is RM's card, Unbreakable Cuteness. Here's some interesting facts. Check that out, guys, if RM is your favorite. All right, there you have it. This is the complete set of Tiny Tan, the Encore Edition. All right, so we got all of the Throwback Edition, and now we have all of the Encore Edition. So you could see we have quite a few figures here. We've got, 14 in total. So me and my family, we had to eat quite a few Happy Meals, French fries, apple slices, and like I said, chicken McNuggets and cheeseburgers to get all of this done. All right, but it was well worth it. Looks like a cool product. Now, if this interests you, all right, you know we're going to be having our live stream coming up very soon. All right, I want to say in about a little less than 2 weeks from now, we'll announce the details. We will give one of you the opportunity to win one of these figures, these BTS figures. So in order to do so, this is what you need to do. On this video or on the other video where we had the, what was that called? The Throwback Edition video, is I want you to comment on who your favorite member of BTS is. And educate me. What is your favorite BTS song? Go ahead and comment that, and that'll make you eligible for specifically a BTS giveaway. But it'll also make you eligible for our monthly giveaway, which we are giving the following. We are giving away sports products like this, and this mystery tin. All right, but if you don't want one of these, you'll have a chance at getting one of these. All right, so what do you have to do? You have to watch this video to completion. You have to be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and comment by answering the question, who is your favorite BTS member and what is your favorite BTS song? You will not find these questions in the description, just goes to prove to see if you actually watched this video in its entirety. So thank you for joining us. Take care, guys. We have more interesting videos coming up next week. Thank you.